Nah, I just saw her silhouette, child, on Facebook. He just had a silhouette of her. She can't be that much of a damn looker. He ain't even letting us see the whore. Uh Girl, bad. I know you fucking lying. Look, let me go on ahead and because I got the folk wait. Yeah, I saw what I could of her. I mean, you calling me, asking me did I see a bitch? You didn't see the bitch either. She ain't nothing but a silhouette. He don't want people to see what he look like. She probably ugly. I don't know. She probably ugly. Probably ain't got no nose. Probably missing teeth. I don't know. He don't want nobody to see her. You know they say ugly hoes got the best puss, but you know that go for women. Cause I look good as a bitch and my pussy is on one. Do you understand? So I don't know, girl. But anywho, let me get the hell up off here, child. These people all in my damn business, wondering who the fuck I'm talking to. It ain't theirs. No, I'm not watching no damn game. That is not our team. Our team are Celtics. Girl, that game could suck a dick, a fat one, okay? Nobody give a hot hole of hell. Everybody want to keep asking me, you ain't turned into no Knicks fan yet because you live in New York. Bitch, no. What me living here got to do with anything? Nothing. Huh? Girl, please, let me go. I gotta go. Cause the damn waiting room music and everything that ended at this point. I'll call you back when I get off here. We can gossip some more. I got some more shit to tell you anyhow. Child, I got some old Mr. shit to tell you, girl. You gonna gag. That's all I'm gonna tell you. You gonna gag. All right, I'm gonna call you after I do this. We go gossip. All right, friend. Bye. My bad, y'all. What's happening? What's up? 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 What's up, my girl? My bad, child. There was an old high school girlfriend of mine that called, honey. All right, she child. We was since y'all nosy. We was talking about one of our other homies went to school with who sold the silhouette of his ugly ass girlfriend to let us tell it because it was just a silhouette. But anyway, they ain't got nothing to do with y'all. They ain't none of y'all business. We here to talk about this tired ass episode. The last bit. Sorry, no tea, no shade, to none of y'all around there. But hold on, let me change this backdrop. No shade to none of y'all around there, but we just gonna be honest. The shit was a little bit tired, a little bit through. It was borderline boring. All right, I'm gonna be honest. Okay, it was borderline boring. All right, it ain't give me everything that the first one did, but at least it's the last one. At least y'all ain't tried to squeeze out two or three pots. I mean, three or four pots. I give y'all that much. Okay, a good two-part is really all we needed. I will give y'all that much, but other than that, she was a little tired. She was a little stale. Okay, she was a little short. She was a lot of things, but Peanut, get out of my conversation. Nah, Sinclair only comes for Roa. Okay, Sinclair only comes for Roa. And another, see, Peanut, that's what you get for being all in my conversation, all in my mouth. My friend asked me, was I watching the damn game? And I said, bitch, hell no. I got to sit up here and talk to y'all. And even if I won't, hell no. Ain't nobody watching that shit. Well, my cousins are. I ain't. But they got an excuse. They from here. Okay, y'all already know I am a Celtic fan. I bleed green. Okay, I ain't got nothing to do with what these Knickerbockers got going on, honey. Okay, they got a long way to go to catch up to us. See, because we hold 17 NBA titles. To be clear. So they got a long way before they get to us. Like they barely scratched the surface, child. But anywho, y'all get my likes up. Y'all know I get started at the 10-minute mark. Get my damn likes up and quit playing with me. I'm gonna give y'all what I got. Cause like I said, it won't much that happened in this damn episode. It was not. Okay, it was not. No shade, but it was not that much that took place. It was not that much that happened. It was not that much that was said. A bunch of repetitiveness going on. Bringing back shit from 2 years ago was going on. Lance came for nothing. Just be real. Lance came for nothing. Like we gonna talk about it. Ooh, I got a wedgie. I had to pull my drawers out my ass. What the hell? Hold on, bitch. See, that's why I can't wear no thongs and no G strings and no jock straps. Like, I don't like all that shit going up my ass. Like, I don't know how y'all women do it. Well, I get how y'all women can do it. Y'all ain't got no balls, but what y'all do is just on the inside. They're called ovaries. But I don't do all that. That's why LaFon don't buy me nothing like that, because I get uncomfortable. Okay, I get uncomfortable. I ain't in all that shit. You understand? So 10. Um, LAMH season 10, episode 31, DNA, NDA, and DUIs. Like I said, this was the finale. This was it. It was only 2 parts. I can appreciate them for only giving us 2 parts. That was really all that we needed. But I wish the second part was much like the first part. I'd have had a much better time. Like, girl, I was in here playing word search with friends. Okay. I was up here playing word search with friends, girl. I ain't even gonna hold y'all, but I took whatever notes that I could take. And so that's just where we at. Oh Lord, that's too much information, friend. How so, sister? Out of every damn thing that I done got up here and never shared with y'all, that's too much information. Get over it. You in my church house. Moving on. Okay, you in my church house. You already know. Ain't no telling what you gonna hear around here, girl. Moving on. So the episode continues with Nell and Kimmy calling each other a bag of bitches and a croaker sack of hoes. Move. Moving on. Because we ain't got to get in all of that. That's pretty much self-exclamatory. So now brings up how Tisha walked up all up and through Christopher Levine's face, and that's when it became an issue between her and Nell. And it can never be an issue when it comes to everybody else, but when it comes to them, the Scots, they can have issues. No tea, no shade. Y'all get my likes up because it's over 100 of y'all in here, so I shouldn't be sitting on 43 likes. Um, No tea, no shade. I did understand where Nell was coming from with that. No tea, no shade to the Scots, but they are absolutely right. When it comes to them having an issue with y'all, ain't no issue, ain't that big of a deal. But when the shoe was on the other foot and it's y'all, the whole world got to come to an end, and the whole planet got to cease to revolving, and it has to revolve around y'all. No tea, no shade, but that is the truth. Y'all know I don't go out of my way to go up for nail. But when you right, you right. When I'm with you, I'm with you. Carlos asks Nell, did Kimmy try to sun her? She says, yeah, all the time. I totally agree with Nell. Kimmy, don't get me wrong. Yeah, I still like you, but we got to call a thing a thing. We got to call a spade a spade. A draw four, a wild card, a wild card, a joker, a joker. Okay? You do like to try to sun people a lot, and then your excuse is the way that your daddy talked to your mama. To let the people tell it, Kimmy, you in your 50s. So in 2026, we really don't give a damn how your daddy used to talk to your mammy back in the 70s. Okay? Because we in 2026. Bitch, you not gonna talk to me like that. You're not gonna try to son me like that. I don't give a damn about how your daddy used to talk to your mammy way back in the 70s. We don't give a fuck about that, Kimmy. We don't give a damn about how your daddy used to talk to your mama when disco was a thing. We don't care. Okay, Kimmy? Just being real. It's all about how the fuck you gonna talk to me. Fuck a tone. It's how you gonna talk to me. It's how you gonna treat me. We don't give a damn about how your daddy used to talk to your mama back when bell bottoms was in style. That ain't none of our business in 2026. Moving on, because I don't want to give you or your mama or your daddy too much. What happened that game night between Nell and Kimmy? Y'all remember when Kimmy hauled off and said the shit throw Nell ass in that pool? Again, Kimmy, I'd much rather you have been about it rather than talking about it, but that's just my opinion. It really would have set this season on fire. Um, I know what I said then. Looking back at it though, honestly, Kimmy, it really was no reason for you to go that far. I know what I said before, but looking back at it, looking at the scene again, it really won't no need to take it there, Kimmy. It really won't. It really I know what I said before, but to be honest, looking back at the scene, looking back at how it all played out, Kimmy, there really was no need for you to have threatened to toss her ass in the pool. Okay? It was really no need for that, Kimmy. I'm just gonna be real. Looking back at it, like nothing was done to you that it necessarily had to go to that point that you finna throw meat wad in the pool. Okay? No, Kim. Absolutely not. There was really no reason for all that. Now I know what I said beforehand. Okay? I know what I said beforehand. But that was all gags and giggles for the channel. Truthfully speaking, putting on my adult cap, there was nothing that happened with you per se that had to take place. You inserted yourself, much like how y'all tried to say Destiny did. You inserted yourself in a situation that really had nothing to do with you. Tisha can handle herself. See, that's the thing. Y'all love to try to sit up and baby Tisha all the damn time. But Tisha is a grown damn woman. Ain't she 39, 40? With 3 children? She can handle herself. She can take up for herself. And we all know she know how to fight. Shout out and rest in peace to Kiki. We already know when it boils down to it, she can take care of herself. You do not have to insert yourself in any and everything that's dealing with Letitia Scott. You don't. You don't. Even you said in prior seasons that Letitia is spoiled. Stop spoiling her. Stop spoiling her. Even you said that. They came out your mouth at one of these reunions. and probably doing a couple of old seasons too. So then stop doing it. You doing it now. She don't need your help. Let her figure it out for herself. Let her stand up and fight for herself. When she getting her ass whooped, then that's when you can step in. But damn, ain't nobody get a chance to whoop her ass yet before you want to come in here and step all over the shit. Kimmy, on how she felt about the tone, like I said, Kimmy, that's cute. Okay, Kimmy, that is real cute. It's cute. You bringing up what your parents had going on. Back when bell bottoms and high top shoes, y'all know the shoes that with the, you know, the gotcha suckers, okay, with the goldfish flying in it, way back then. All right, I mean, don't get me wrong. Okay, cool, I understand it, but we in 2026. We in 2026, Kimmy. That ain't got nothing to do with none of us. All of us weren't born in the 70s like you was. Okay, I know I won't, bitch. I was born in the late 80s. Be clear. And Kimmy, what your parents had going on does not constitute how you like to try to son a bitch. Okay? What your parents had going on back then, that doesn't equate to what you got going on in 2026 as a grown, rusty ass woman with an overly grown ass son at this point. You don't like a bitch tone. We don't like how you try to son hoes. So what you gonna do about it? Destiny and Tisha don't want nothing to do with one another. Nell feels like Kimmy and Tisha are gaslighters in a way, especially you, Letitia. No shade, Tisha. You my sister wife, and I love you to pieces. You are. But yeah, that is a quality that you have. You do know how to gaslight a bitch, and you do know how to gaslight situations and turning it into your favor. You do. You do. Now, see, Tisha, I ain't never spoke up on it before. Cause you my sister wife and I love you, but you annoyed me to my bone marrow this season, so I'm bringing it up to your attention. The same way Marcel gaslight you, you know how to gaslight other people, and Kimmy, you have a knack of doing that shit too. Maybe not as much as Tisha does, okay? Maybe not as much as Tisha does, but Tisha, no tea, no shade. Your husband gaslights you, and then you go out here and try to gaslight other people. I'm just gonna be honest, Tisha. I said I love you to pieces. Still do, that ain't changed. Now I won't gonna say nothing about it, but you annoyed me to my bone bristle this season. I ain't gonna hold you. So now I just gotta keep it all the way fucking fresh with you. No tea, no shade, and I still lay you down. You know that. Transparency and or lack thereof comes up. The cheating allegations of signing NDAs. Leisure Suit brings up Vegas and how the Scots double teamed the ugly ass witchy poo that he and his whore had on that interview that he had that interview with, and he claiming he didn't do nothing, he just left the room. Carlos asked the Fletchers if they think that it's true. They both said, excuse me, they both said yes. And Chris asks, what does Leisure Suit have to gain by lying? One, all of y'all have a problem with transparency. The only person that doesn't at this point is Destiny this season. Because we're not gonna lie. Before seasons before I had Destiny, yeah, you had a problem with transparency too. You was right in that boat. This season, you finally woke up and you woke it up. And this has been the most transparent that I've ever think we have ever seen you. And so I feel like when it comes to transparency this season, I will give that to Destiny. Destiny was the only castmate up there that has been transparent, honestly. My opinion. I'm not just saying that because that's my friend, that's my sister. We got a relationship, and I'm just taking up for her, and I'm just giving her good words. No, that's just the truth of the matter. Destiny has been the most transparent person on this cast this season. She has. Other than her, all of y'all have a problem with being transparent. All of y'all. Not just the Fletchers, not just the Scotts, not just Ken and Trisha. All of y'all, with the exception of Destiny, has this season has the problem with being transparent and telling the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help you. No shade to nobody, but we just gonna be real. Leisure Suit bringing up Vegas. Leisure Suit, here's the thing. The reason why your story is hard for me to believe is because you sit up here and said, well, you ain't had nothing to do with it. You left the room to go gamble and play blackjacks and shit. Leisure Suit, you really expect me to believe that there was a piece of pussy in the room that they was ragtagging and dragging, and you just decided to go down to Club Shiznit and hit up the roulette table with Jerome and Pam and Tommy and Cole? Nigga, leave us alone. Listen, Leisure Suit, if you want us on your side, be completely and utterly listen. There's no reason for you to lie about it, Leisure Suit. Honestly, there's no reason for you to lie about it. And none of us, whether we like the Scots or not, none of us believes that while they was up ragtagging and dragging witchy poo that looked like something back in 2015, while they was doing that, you was down to Club Shiznit on the roulette table, whatever you spin, you win. Cause she trying to get up in them skins. Like, nigga, leave us alone. Like, Leisure Suit, I want to be with you on some things. But see, when you do shit like that, I can't be on your side. Tell the truth. If you just tell the truth the way it happened, maybe you could get some clout behind you. Right. And just like Simona said, if that was the case, how are you so sure that they follow through with the act? Ha. And another thing, while I got you on the line, if that were the truth, then how do you know what his dingling looked like? Listen, you would have had to have known what his dick looked like because you would have seen his dick out. Honestly, if they did anything with that girl, if they was in the act of it, his dingling would have had to been out, Leisure Suit, and you would know. All right, I can't stand when y'all men do that. Y'all, it'd be five niggas in the room, one bitch, and then y'all acting like y'all ain't looked at each other's dicks. Yes, y'all did. Yes, y'all did. It's impossible not to have seen it. It's impossible not to have seen it. The two of them plus you in a room and one bitch, and you claim that they went hard and they tag team her, but you don't know this and you don't know. Cut that shit out, Leisure Suit. Okay? Cut it out. Listen, if you ask me, one bitch in a room full of dudes is sketchy to me, but that's just my opinion. All right, I'm gonna be honest. Like, now I could see if it was two hoes in the room and then it was y'all and y'all had a little hoedown. That's one thing. But having a hoedown with all three of you, four, one, two, three, three of you niggas plus one bitch, it's a little bit sketchy if you ask me. But moving on. I feel like if it was true, he has to admit he was in the room, but was probably lying to coleslaw about where he was, and that's why she was bugging in the interview. Yeah. But at this point, who cares? Who cares about the peasant's feelings? This was back in 2025. He was married to Yellow Backbone. The peasant's feelings don't matter. So he don't need to be out here holding on to that lie because that's a lie. It is. That's a lie. Who cares about the peasant's feelings? She was a sad chick in 2025. She shouldn't have no feelings towards that at all. Like, what is we talking about? Moving on. Carlos asks the Fletchers, do they think it's true? Chris says, hell yeah. Nell started off saying she plead the fifth, but then she turned around and said, hell yeah, she believe it. What does Leisha Sue gain by lying? I don't know why Leisha Sue up here lying, Christopher Levon. You got to ask your boy. Because he's lying through his damn teeth. I don't know what he will have to gain the last. I don't know why he's still up here lying. I went down to Club Shiznit and hit up the roulette table with Jerome in the house. Again, Leisure Suit, even if I wanted to be on your side, I can't because you find a way to fuck it up. Moving on. Maurice's unique peen. Listen, Maurice, you got a big dick with a curve. That's not so unique. Leisure Suit got a big dick with a curve. Like that. That's not that unique. Listen, Chris, I mean not Chris, Maurice, a unique characteristic of your dick would have been if it was Villalago, if it was two-tone, okay? If it was uncircumcised, which I hate. Which I hate. All right. Like, that's unique. Like, it having some girth with a curve is not that damn unique. Like I said, Leisha Sue got that. That's not that unique. Um, Maurice Pooh is really not. No tea, no shade. I ain't trying to come down on your manhood. I believe you when you say it's what it is, but you trying to make it so unique, nigga. That ain't that damn unique. It's really not. Like I said, so does Leisha Sue. So does LaFonz. All right, like you know. Anyway, Maurice explained the accident with the DUI. Does Kimmy believe his story, and why didn't Kimmy worry about checking up on him? Kimmy, listen to me. Look, Kimmy, whatever credibility you had in this shit, you lost it with me. Because what wife sits here and say, well, what more do y'all want me to say? You know, I wasn't too worried about it, but yet it was around 4:15 in the morning. This nigga is married. So you don't mind your husband being out all hours, wee hours of the morning. You don't mind him coming into the house at 5:15. Let me tell you something. If LaFonz walked his black ass in this house at 4:15, between 4:15 and 5:15 a.m., soon as he step his foot through the damn threshold, I'ma punch him right in his fucking face. Cause nigga, what the fuck you got going on? Like, couldn't have been LaFonz. Couldn't have been LaFonz. And if LaFonz is out there late, he know to call me and check up in on me. And when I call him, he better answer the motherfucking phone. There's no such thing. Especially when you're married. There's no such thing. Why the fuck is he out that late? For what? What's open? Huh? What's open? What are you doing? Where you at? that you can't come in on a decent hour or at least check in? Or Kimmy, are you just used to it? She dropped him off to his car to come home and he didn't show up for hours. I would think she'd be concerned for his safety. Again, are you used to it, Kimmy? Because that's what it sounded like to me. You just decided to get used to it. Listen, Kimmy, that's your household. You can do what you want. But couldn't have been my man, LaFon. So you already know. He stepped into my house that damn early, wee hours of the damn morning. I'ma haul off a still on him right in his face. We gonna be fighting in this bitch. We are. I'ma slam that nigga right on his head. Cause what the fuck you got going on? Tisha and Marcel's marriage. Ah. Tisha and Marcel, husband and sister wife. Y'all know I love y'all, right? But much like the used to be hoax, I'm so sick and tired of talking about y'all marriage. I am. Like after 8 years, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired of the same old conversation that we got to have about y'all, and that always end up with y'all marriage. I'm just gonna be real. I am. Tisha, listen. I think you're finally getting it because everybody, including Leisure Suit, was calling you out on your fugaziness a little bit. No tea, no shade. So I do think that you're finally getting it, but I'm just over it. Like I really am. Like I'm over the talks of y'all's two marriage. I am. I really am. Like it's the same old every season. You whining about something. Yes, I said whining. Like either you want to be this boss bitch or you want to be a housewife. It's one of the two, Tisha. And it ain't that you can't do both, but it's like you want everything and what you got isn't enough. I'm just gonna be honest with you, Tisha. It's like you want everything and then some. And he's telling you, listen, I only have the capacity to give you this. So really, at the end of the day, Tisha, the ball is in your court. Honestly, you had him on stage about to damn cry. Listen, a part of me understood where he was coming from. But one thing, hubby, I don't want to hear nothing about Scott Manor until I at least see a foundation with pillars and posts up. All right. Y'all been working on Scott Manor since 2019. We is in 2026 and it's still rocks and gravel. Okay, y'all still walking up the hill to nothing. No shade. Have you know I love you pieces? And I want a tour of the house. But quit bringing up Scott Manor. Okay. No shade, hubby. Now I will say that much. Quit bringing up Scott Manor. Like, because y'all be walking up the hill to nothing. Like, and I listen, hubby, no tea, no shade. But I done seen whole apartment complexes built around here in New York from the Mexicans in 90 days. 90 days. They done built whole strip malls with apartments on top of them in 90 days. Hubby, what is your excuse? Like, you brought up Scott Banner, but hush that shit up. Like, no shade. Name some other projects like that hotel. Now, had you brought that up, that's one thing. But I'm so tired of you bringing up Scott Manor, and then when y'all walk up the hill, we see one pillar and one post. Talking about some you building the Scott Manor and that's still not enough. I mean, well, shit. Like, yeah, listen, for season 11, I don't want y'all back up here talk about y'all marriage no more. Please find something else to give us. All right. Neither one of y'all finna leave each other soon. Ain't finna be no divorce between neither one of y'all. And we don't want that. So ain't no need to quit giving us the woe is me when it come to y'all marriage. Tisha, figure it out. All right. Either you gonna be this boss bitch or you gonna be a housewife. All right. Or just find a way to do the both of them and be happy. Quit whining and moaning and groaning and complaining. All right. You always want to moan, groan, and complain about some shit. And I love y'all. It ain't no shade. Ugh. Set up there almost made my husband cry. Moving on. What's she supposed to do when the girls leave? Love on her fucking husband. What do you mean? Love on your husband. Take care of your husband. What? Tisha's life stops when Macy goes off to college? I think not. She loves on her husband and be the wife that she wanted to be. That's what she does. Y'all go on trips. Y'all have date nights. Y'all go shopping. Like y'all really supposed to live once y'all last child go off to school. Y'all should be tooting off to the Caribbeans or the Maldives or some shit. Like, do saying. Listen, when my niece graduated high school, my baby niece, like, and even before then, my brother and my sister-in-law always took trips. They always went somewhere. They always did something. Like, the spark shouldn't leave because your children do. The spark shouldn't leave. What's the purpose of being married? Like, when y'all last child walk across that stage and go off to college, y'all supposed to be living. Hey, mom, what you doing? Girl, don't call me. Me and your daddy out and about doing this, that thing, and the other. If you ain't dead or dying, don't call me. Like, that's the shit that's supposed to be going on. Are y'all okay? Okay, if you ain't dead, dying, or the fella rallies ain't got you, don't call my phone. Me and your daddy is out and about. What y'all doing? Living. Goodbye. That's how the conversation should go. Yeah. I don't think there's nothing wrong with Leisha Sue taking it. I mean, not Leisha Sue. With Marcel, y'all want to hang on to the one time he went to Africa without her. Big deal. Listen, just because you married don't mean you got to be Siamese twins and could join at the hip. Listen, LaFonz take trips without me all the time. Do I go on trips with him? Yeah. But not every trip he take, I just got to be tooted off with him. It don't. He has his separate trips. I have mine. Like, y'all want to harp on that one time he went to Africa. Okay, he went without her. Cool. Like, god damn. And I'm more to show y'all husbands that took a trip or two without your worrisome ass. Cause who want to deal with that? Listen, your husband can be miserable at home. But when he wants to go out and have a good time, he will leave misery at home. Yo ass. Like, that's another thing that y'all do. Y'all love this. He didn't go to Rome by himself. He went to Rome with his son. Consider that a guy's trip. Thank you. Lots of married people take solo trips. They want to get away from your worrisome ass. Child. Y'all just go hold on to that Africa trip for as long as y'all can. Shit, ain't no big deal. It'll be no different if Tisha and Kimmy decide to take a girl's trip. Would y'all be harping about that? No. Anyway, the Fletchers and Lance. Lance wasted a perfectly good suit for absolutely nothing. Christopher Levine license is still revoked, but it's going to be revoked for 2 years. I'm believing we're still in one, so he got one more year to go. Nell feels the kids don't do enough. Excuse me. Lance and Destiny. That's the end of this shit. Nell, you could just always tell Lance no. You could always tell Kiera no. You can always tell Chris Jr. no. You can always tell fat ass Kiki, hell the fuck no, you didn't crawl out of my pussy, bitch. Go to your mama. You could always tell them that, like, people kill me when they could just say no, but choose not to say no, and then they want to come and complain to everybody else. Like, your kids are grown. They're grown now. They're not little itty bitty children no more. They're not adolescents no more. All right, you don't have to sign for them no more. They're grown. You can always say no. You put too much on yourself because you choose to put too much on yourself, but then you want to complain to everybody else about it. Just say no. You remember way back in the gap what the shirt said there? And it said just say no. Or do you remember the just say no shirts? Like, buy you one of them, Dale, and just walk around with that shirt on. Just say no. That's all you got to do, Nell. No. Can you watch the kids? No. Can you pay my light bill? No. Can you get my nails did? No. Can you buy me some groceries? No. As simple as that, Nell. Just say no. Quit complaining. Like, another thing that confused me about you, Nell, you quick to tell them, well, come to me, come to me, come to me. Then when they come to you, you complain about it. Which one is it? Anyway. Christopher Levine, look, just wait out your 2 years, boy. But I would love to know exactly what you did to lose your license. You still didn't talk about that. See, here we go. About transparency. Here we go. about transparency. Yeah, we know you lost your license, but why did you lose them? What exactly did you do that was so bad and was so horrible to the board that they had to snipe your license away for 2 years? What did you do, Christopher Levine? Was it something illegal? Was you trying to help a friend out and it cost you? Like, what did you do? Lance and Destiny. Um, I mean, there really wasn't anything there. Lance, there's no possible way that you was trying to do anything with Destiny with the way that you was running around here. All right. And that got proven when you had this baby that you had to have a whole paternity test for. All right. So there was no way that you was looking to find something serious with my friend with the way that you was running around down here in these streets, fucking without a condom and making babies at your overgrown, rusty ass age. Okay, Lance, let's just be real. You being serious about my friend, there would be no new baby because all of your attention and your focus would have been on my friend. Now, that's not to say you didn't like her. That's not to say that. I'm sure you liked her. You still do. You still do. But to try to make it seem as if it was these deep feelings and you possibly thinking, how could you be possibly thinking about marriage or talking about marriage when you fucking other hoes and getting them pregnant? I told y'all that's that light skinned nigga shit. Nigga shit, but that light skinned nigga shit more than anything. Nigga shit, but that light skinned nigga shit more than anything. Anyway, that's it. That's all. I ain't got no more. My friend ain't trying to do nothing with Lance, but keep it where it's at now. Okay, he got too much going on. Okay, he got way too much going on. I would never trust Lance with no relationship. I would not. I would never trust Lance with no relationship. I trust him with a good time. I trust him with a good time, a protected good time. I would trust him with a protect. Let me add that. I would trust him with a protected good time. But other than that, that's it. That's all, folks. Ain't nothing to see here. Okay? I would never put lifetime expectations on Lance Fletcher. Ever, never, ever, ever, never. Wouldn't do it. Why they don't talk about Destiny's family? I don't know. I said, boy, please. Okay? We discussed marriage. I'm sure y'all played around with that. Played. Okay? Played. I'm sure y'all probably asked questions about y'all future and marriage came up. But to each other, no, Lucky. Okay, Lucky? No. Anyway, because I'm yawning. That's it. That's all. What do I think about this half of the season? Um, like I said, right, Allie Beans. Like I said, Destiny held this second season, held the second half of this season together. She did. And a little bit of nail. If I'm gonna be fair. A little bit of nail. Mostly Destiny. Um, now I did hear some tea about this current season that they're filming. Friend keeps telling me Trisha and Ken is gonna turn this season at. That's what he say. I don't know. But as far as next season goes, excuse me, I hope Destiny stays on this high that she's on. Um, Maybe we'll actually get something from the Fletchers other than the Fletchers cheering, but I ain't got no hope for Kimmy and Maurice. I really don't. I do not. I ain't got no hope for Kimmy and Maurice. I really don't. I don't have no hopes for them. I truly, honestly don't. Maybe Tisha and Marcel would give us more to harp on other than their marriage. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't got too much tea, but if I hear anything and I could discuss it, I'll let y'all know. But that's all I got. Shout out to the Love and Marriage Huntsville folk for season 10. Now we down to season 11. We'll see what y'all gonna give us, child. But with that having been said, y'all drop down in the comments, get the discussion popping. Let me know what y'all thought about this half of the season. Let me know what y'all are expecting for the next season that they're already currently filming. Let me know what y'all are expecting. Y'all do's, y'all don'ts, y'all wants, y'all don't needs. Let me know. Tomorrow I'm gonna do Bell Collective and This Is Polly. Bell Collective is gonna be live. This Is Polly is gonna be pre-recorded, and also Roa. Roa's gonna be tomorrow night at 10:15 p.m. All right, so definitely make sure that y'all are there for that. I love y'all. I love on y'all. Shout out again. Shout out to LAMH. Shout out to all of y'all. It was an interesting season. And yeah, we'll see y'all next season. Now, may the Lord watch between me and thee while we absent one from another. Amen. Die.